This is Emily Feldman. I'm a journalist based in Istanbul, and I'm in northern Iraq right now reporting a series of stories about the Yazidis. This is the religious minority that was very brutally targeted by ISIS when ISIS came into northern Iraq last summer. They killed hundreds and they kidnapped thousands, men, women, children, elderly people, and many have been in ISIS captivity since then, deep in Syria, in ISIS territory in Iraq. I was here shortly after that happened, and I interviewed one of the first people who managed to escape. And since then, many, many more have managed to escape, and the stories of what happened to them have been in the news, and they've told these basically horror stories of being sold into slavery and being passed around between ISIS fighters. So I don't think there's any question about the sort of, what's happening to them. I think that that's sort of known right now. But what I've been wondering about is two things. Number one, who's sort of leading the mission to rescue them? Because many, many have come out since then. It's not just in the beginning they were trickling out. Some people were managing to escape. They had these harrowing stories of running away from ISIS. But now it seems like a daily occurrence, or it is a daily occurrence. I've been here just a few days and I've seen families reunite. I've seen cars pull up and girls come out just from Mosul. So there is an effort, and I've been very curious about who's leading that effort and how it's being done, who's pulling the strings, is ransom being paid, etc. So that's one question. The second is, what is sort of the fate of these people when they come back? People here say that they believe 5,000 Yazidis were kidnapped in August. Of those 5,000, about 1,500 to 1,600 have been rescued or managed to escape or are somehow out of ISIS hands. These are people who've been extremely traumatized, particularly the women who've been sold as slaves, but also the children and the elderly people, and I mean everybody who's sort of been in this situation. So they're coming back here. They can't go back home. Their homes are still war zones, so they're living essentially as refugees. And I've been very curious about, the sort of treatment that is available to them when they do come back. Do they have the psychological help that they need, those who've been traumatized? Do they have the medical care they need, especially the women? What happens to those who come back pregnant? Are they able to get abortions? Do they want abortions? What is the situation? So these are sort of the questions I came here with, and I look forward to sharing what I find.